Hey guys, the North versus South teams have been named in New Zealand. I'm not wearing any jersey today. It is very cold in Bloemfontein. It's actually snowing, which it never does, so pretty cold. I'm not gonna wear a jersey or anything like that. Interestingly, getting to the teams, they were based on the Mitre 10 debuts for each team or each player, as we've known for a while. It wasn't based on where the players actually were born or their school teams they played for. So this made for some interesting or entertaining and strange selections, splitting up the Barretts. But most of all, it's going to be basically all black tryouts. If you look at the teams, they are pretty even if you look at the players that were selected. So I think that's probably what the whole thinking behind the whole Mitre 10 debut for the Criterion were. Getting to the North team first, they have in the props, they have 5 props selected. Alex Fidau, I'm quite surprised he actually came in, but he had a good season, I think. Aiden Johnston from the Highlanders, Angus Ta'avao, he made an impression when he came back from his injury, but he didn't have much game time, I think. And then the 2 Blues players, Tuina Kwafe and Tuanga Fase. The 2 hookers, or the 3 hookers, Almoa, Dixon and Eklund. Almoa, I think, was probably the best one out of the 3. Dixon, these last couple of weeks, though, he really impressed. I think he had a really good season all over. But this Aotearoa season, Almoa, I think he was better than Dane Coles. A lot of people will disagree with me, but I think he was quite good. In the locks, Scott Scrafton, Patrick Tupeluto, and then actually Tupo Vai from the Chiefs. I was surprised with that one. I didn't think he's going to come in, but he made the team. Good for him. I think Akoi probably did a little bit better from the Chiefs. I don't know if he got injured a little bit, injured later on in the season again. But yeah, Vai gets the pick here. Loose forwards, that this team has stacks of loose forwards. The North team, they have Bushia, Akira Ioane, Papali'i, Adi Savia, and then Hoskins Sututu. Looks like he's back from his injury. Great for them. They have, yeah, like I said, they have power up there. And in the halfbacks, Peranara, Aaron Smith, and Nenturi Rangi. I don't think Triple T probably deserves to be there after the season he's had, but he's there. The other 2 halfbacks, they do have, wow, yeah, that's power. Having Aaron Smith and Peranara, they've probably had some of their best seasons ever in this last year, so great for them. In the first 5/8 or the fly half position, they only listed Bowden Barrett as their number 10, so we can see what they're probably going to go for there. In the midfielders or the centres, Rico Ioane is there, Anton Leonard Brown, and then Umaga Jensen is in there as well, so you can see he is on the selectors list for the All Blacks. Good for him. We have to see what he's going to do in a bigger team or a bigger matchup. I would want to see, it's probably going to be Anton Leonard Brown at number 12, Rico Ioane at number 13, and Umaga Jensen on the bench. I don't know, probably. Outside backs, there's a couple of interesting names here. Caleb Clark, definitely great season for him. Sevu Reese, the only Crusader actually playing in the North. He's going to have a strange time up there. Mark Talia is there as well. And then Mitchell Hunt and Damien McKenzie, they probably Bowden Barrett's backup at first 5/8 because both of them can play number 10 as well. Mitchell Hunt, I think he had an exceptional season. He had a great season at number 10 and then went to number 15 and was great there as well. So I think he really deserves it. I didn't think he's going to make it just because they probably ignored him or missed him, but he's had a great season. I think he deserves it full out. For the South, they have a lot of Crusaders. Well, the Crusaders are the best team in New Zealand, so they will have a lot of Crusaders being based in the South. George Bauer is there. Alex Hodgman from the Blues. Nepo Lalala from the Chiefs is there as well. Then Tyrell Lomax. I think he probably had a silent-ish season for the Hurricanes this season. Then Joe Moody is there as well. He had a great season as always. It's Joe Moody. Liam Coltman from the Highlanders. I think he probably... Yeah, there was a part of this Aotearoa season where he just could not get the ball straight into a line out. Andrew Makaleo, Cody Taylor is there as well. Cody Taylor being Cody Taylor this year as well. Just every game, he probably deserves a Dream Team pick of the week. Then in the locks, they have Mitchell Dunshire and Whitelock from the Crusaders. They will probably start. And then Actually, I'm surprised with Selby Rickett being in there as well from the Highlanders. Then in the loose forwards, Tom Christie, Frizzell, and then Hunt. Frizzell and Hunt deserve it from the Highlanders. Hunt, he leaded the stats in New Zealand for the most turnovers from a breakdown, so he deserves to be there as well. Then Reed Prinsep, and then Tom Sanders, I think he deserves it as well. Surprised me this season, I didn't know who he was, and yeah, announced himself. In the halfbacks, Finley Christie as well announced himself this year. I always didn't rank the guy high up. A lot of people agree with me as well. I always thought he's probably just a bench warmer guy, but this year when he got a couple of games with Barrett, he really impressed me. Mitchell Drummond and then Brad Weber. In the scrum halves, we could see which team probably has the edge over there. Brad Weber, probably not the best season so far this year. In the fly halves, they have stacked numbers in here with Mo'unga and Ioane. Ioane, when he came back from his injury, just showed what he can still do at number 10. In the centers, they have Eno Fainga Anuku, who's listed as a midfielder. I know him as a winger, and, well, a promising winger and not really delivering winger, but he's in this team as well. I'm shocked by that selection. Jack Goodhue, and then Sio Tompkinson, I'm happy for him being selected. He's been great on his defense this year. Only got one yellow card. That's good for him. And yeah, I think he did pretty well on his defense, and I think he's also in one of the top turnover players at breakdown. At the outside backs, this is probably an alternative universe when Barrett would have been in the Crusaders team. Geordie Barrett, George Bridge, and then Will Jordan. There's some notable omissions. I probably missed a couple and probably don't know some of the reasons for these guys. Dane Coles, he's injured yet again. I think it's his third injury this year. So, yeah, he just can't get it shaken off. Scott Barrett, Sam Kane, David Avili, and then Gane Laumape. Unfortunately, Laumape, I think he was the best inside centre in the whole competition. And that kind of transpired into Umaga Jensen, into his form. Then they also left out Duplessis Karifi. I think that's probably the biggest omission of all of these names that have been left out. Pari Parkinson, I left a question mark there because I don't actually know if he's injured or what, because he did limp off the field. They didn't say he's injured afterwards, so I don't know. Otere Black, I think he had an excellent season before Barrett took over the number 10 jersey. And then Makele Tu'u, I think he had a great season. I actually thought he probably would go into the All Black selections now, but not going into this game probably reveals the hand a little bit of who's going through. Anyway, as a South African, I'm probably a bit scared of this game because the Springboks, yeah, we don't have trial games like this. The New Zealanders have a lot of talent going through. Who are you backing for this game? Which team's probably a bit better? I don't know. Fly off terms, South has it. Number 9 terms, scrum off terms, North has it. So, who are you backing for this one? Which are the other big names I probably missed out and should probably have been picked? And then check out any of these other videos. Let me know if you want me to do any other videos, and then I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.